Billy's role. I know Dwayne has a big run for his try. 1, 2, 3. It's actually the big man Vermeulen who brings him down. But as we slow it down here, you see, I think this guy's been a little bit of a problem for South Africa. He's just getting used to Test match rugby. He's jumpy. He's got a hair trigger. He sees people coming down his channel. He wants to step in and hit, whereas Deolande, who's number 2, just in there, is actually keener to go, we're in trouble here, we need to slide. And then I feel so sorry for for Nkosi on the wing, because he's now got to guess. He has to come, because his inside man is done, but he can't get there in time. And then Willie, it's a great piece of hands. Johnny May is developing into such a top-class player, but we talked about it during the game, Francois, that they blitz. They love a blitz, this midfield, don't they? And they're narrow, which means if they make contact, they're winning good turnovers. But if England can be patient, they find space in those wide channels.
Yeah, I think they're coming similar to like they did last week. I think if we are going to blitz, you've got to make sure you make that tackle, then you're the hero. But I mean, I think it's the age-old defensive theory of the touchline as an extra defender, so use it, Yeah,
and then flip it around, because it's May who finishes off the back of a good bit of juggling from Mike Brown. We were talking actually before the game about the power of a bounce ball, or the uncertainty that it causes, and it looks like England have benefited here.
Often when there's sort of a ball jumping in the air, it's on the floor, you can just, the defender just sit back slightly. This is what happens here. It's, again, Farrell here, just watch Owen Farrell, he's just totally cool and calm. He knows exactly what he's doing, where the kind of switch move, and there we go. And Brown does wonderfully well there. I mean, that's great. But again, at the moment, every single one of them can handle the ball so well. That time, putting May in, and before it was May putting Brown in, it was fantastic. But they've got the skills. On the front foot, everything's fine. It's just when we're not getting front foot ball, we're kind of behind the race a bit.
The South Africans spotted it last week. England's short side defence last week wasn't great. England have identified that it is a very quick South African back three, but relatively inexperienced. And so they are sending these decoy runners down their channel, knowing they will nibble. You only have to nibble for a second when you've got people like Daly, Brown and May out there. So it's just whether can they stay composed enough to let them come like a matador. Keep coming in, Nkosi, and just pull it in behind.
Olé. Talking of bulls, let's have a look at Dwayne Vermeulen on the rampage here. And England have done so well to resist so much pressure, but I suppose when it comes to what South Africa will practice, the phases, and the big man on the rampage. Thing of beauty for all forwards up front.
Yeah, I think absolutely. We talked about him at the start of the game and bringing that physical presence. Sometimes you need a turning point in a test match like that, where one player just takes it all on his own shoulders and manages to run through 3-4 defenders there and get those points.
I mean, as we go through here, it's a great break. Sometimes space is left. As it just drops out a little bit, you see, if I just go back a couple of frames, if I can just not be too ham-fisted, I'll go through it relatively slowly. You're just going to see Ben Youngs. So they should be going up square. They should be going up straight. What you see is Ben Youngs just slides in behind Billy. So Billy's lost his inside shoulder defence, and with it, he just steps through where Ben should have been. Right. I'm not expecting Ben to tackle that monster, but if you stay in that channel, it then buys time for Marrow to come and get a good hit, Billy to come back and drop him. But if you vacate it, you leave him in a nice clear run.
First 20 minutes of them to the line in the first half, and then the power game, which we know South Africa possess, ultimately seeing Roman head underneath the sticks off the back of this 5-metre scrum. A penalty try awarded. Andre Pollard kicking nicely from the tee at the course of this afternoon. And so South Africa take it comfortably in the end by 23 points to 12. England not scoring after that 13th minute try. And what a special day for the Beast. Tendai Tamawera on his 100th test. Post-match analysis from Stuart Barnes. We'll pick through it with the guys here in studio in just a moment or two. Confirmation. The Box running out 23-12 victors. A reminder, England were 12-0 up after 13 minutes, and they could find nothing more to add to the scoreboard. South Africa fighting back through Vermeulen and an all-powerful penalty try. Andre Pollard kicking nicely off the tee, despite missing that late penalty to really drive the nail home. But it's the Box who lead 2-0 in a 3-test series. England with nothing but pride to play for next weekend.